Mike, can you tell me what the ideal outcome of the discussions around capital standards would be?
Well, this is a very interesting conversation because as colleges has evolved, as we've tried to regulate internationally active groups and had to have different national regulators talk to one another, one of the challenges they're having is they don't have the same way of looking at capital. So we can understand why there's this new demand for some kind of international capital standard. We do have to find a way for those colleges to function. I would like to think we could develop this in an evolutionary way. I think it's critical that we take care. We don't create just another layer of capital requirement. I think that'd be a very poor thing to do in a sector that's performing very well. I think it's more important that we find a way to talk and kind of let it evolve rather than suddenly add another standard. I think that would be a real challenge.
So in these discussions, what should be avoided?
Well, I think there's a couple of things. Number one, you can't just add another layer of capital requirement. You know, we already have sufficient legal entity requirements. We're going to have to be very thoughtful about how we address that. I think another thing you don't want to do is pick winners and losers in the marketplace. And finally, you do not want to make capital so dear that the only way people can compete is by scaling up and scaling up and scaling up. If you do that, then you have nothing but a giant, effectively a utility with only the great big companies left, and we've lost that spark of innovation that solves society's problems. So we've really got to be thoughtful about this, or we're going to create some real distortions that we aren't going to be glad we did. We need to remember, in the end, the insurance sector is performing well.